chaos. This is the last week of the NFL's regular season, and we've got a good one for you guys. I'm really excited about this total chaos because it is the rematch of the best total chaos that we ever had. Our champion, Chip Chirimbes. This will be his fourth. You had your second win in a row. Yeah. You're streaking, and you're going to face Sean Higgs, who's knocked you out. It was the closest match we ever had. Sean was 7-1, and you were 6-2. It was so close.
Too many mail-in ballots. This is not good.
I had everybody leave, and I pulled out. I had the magic 8 ball. I told everybody to get out of the can. I said, let me pull out the magic 8 ball, see what the difference game is.
Yeah, it was so close, and your consensus picks were 5-0. So the ones they agreed on were perfect picks. So this is a highly valuable total chaos that we're about to do here. You're two of our best handicappers over at Picks and Parlays. Don't tell Craig I said that. Just kidding. So yeah, people at home, give us a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and most importantly, go get a pen and a paper because we're about to go through every single game on the NFL card for Sunday, and these guys are going to give you their play on the over or the under. Are y'all ready to kick things off?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. Game number 1. Chip, you're going to start us off because you're the champ. We've got the Falcons at the Bucs. The number here is 50.5. What can you tell me?
I tell you, my first impression is that 50.5 is a pretty high number when you consider that Tampa Bay's gone under 5 of the last 6. They've gone under 7 of the last 9. And this Atlanta team has gone under 22 out of 29 against teams with winning records. And guess what? I like this game to go over the total because the last 5 times they've been together, the game's gone over. And as home favorites, Tampa Bay is 9-2 to the over. The number looks high to me considering the unders that these two teams have played. So I'm going to be the Antichrist today. I'm going to play this game to go over the total.
All right. What do you got on it, Higgs?
Well, like he said, 5 of the last 6 under, 7-9. How about 9 of the last 12 for Atlanta totally going under the total? So you know what? I'm going to go under the 50.5. One, Tampa, these guys played, 2 weeks ago? It was sailing to an under, and then Tampa does its thing, blowing huge leads, and the game goes over. But let's be honest here. Tampa's locked into their spot. They're not going anywhere. They're the 5 seed. Do you really expect 49-year-old Tom Brady to come out there on his crutches and play this whole game so Atlanta could tee off on him? No way. I think you're going to see some resting guys here as the game progresses for Tampa. They're playing next week. They're playing somebody. Cowboys, Redskins, Giants. They're not doing anything. I could see you guys getting rested here. They're going to run the ball, and their run game is terrible. So I'm going under the 50.5.
All right. Already we're disagreeing. Already. Up next, we're going to talk Steelers at the Browns. The number here is 42. I know Roethlisberger's not playing. A lot of guys are sitting. So this is kind of a trickier one for a lot of bettors. What do you have, Higgs? Tell me about it.
Yeah, 42. You'd love for this to be a little higher, but I'm going to go under based on, Mason Rudolph, but also Cleveland. I got to tell you, I've been high on Cleveland. I got my future ticket coach of the year on Stefanski. I probably lost it with the Jets debacle. I mean, listen, I'm at 12-4 and winning. I'm winning the North. I got a shot, but now I think it's going to be the guy in Buffalo, McDermott there. But again, Cleveland's going to run the ball. That's the key to them winning. You get the running backs involved. And who knows? I mean, tomorrow you're going to wake up and Cleveland might have their defense out with COVID. What's going on over there? I mean, unbelievable. But I'm going to go under because, again, you're going to have 2 teams playoff bound. Cleveland needs the win, so they're going to come out here and play. And they don't run it up on their big brothers. It doesn't happen. So I'm going to go under the 42. I think something low scoring here.
All right. Do you agree, Chip?
No, pretty much I do. I don't think they can run it up on this Steelers team as it is. They're number 2 defense in the NFL. They're only allowing 300 yards a game. But they're 32nd rushing the ball themselves. So this combination, I don't see a lot of points being scored. They played to the under 39 out of 51 times they've been on the road. And Cleveland is going under at home 9 of the last 12 against winning teams. I think this game stays under. I hope you're right about this one, Sean.
All right.
Yeah, blame it on me when it goes down. I like it.
Oh, you guys are too much. You have a buddy in the chat that says, hey, guys, I hope you have a good New Year. I look forward to this show every week. You guys are great. And thanks again. Well, thank you, Devin.
All right, Deborah.
Yeah, we do it all for you guys. Don't forget, guys, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. We do 2 to 3 total chaoses a week, plus our live cap podcast and all of our free pick videos. So you never want to miss one of our free picks. Up next, we've got the Jets at the Pats. Chip, it's 39.5.
Yeah, it's pretty low number for an NFL game, and I think it should be there. The Patriots have gone under the last 7 in a row. The Jets are 5-1 to the under as a dog, 5-1 to the under on the road. I don't see there's any other way to go in this one. It's just that it looks to be an under affair to me. I think the Pats are I think they're coming to play because of Belichick alone. I don't think they're just going to quit on the season. But, they're last in passing with Cam Newton, and they just don't put points on the board. I think this game is destined to stay under. And, Sean, I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, 39.5. I mean, is Stidham get the nod? Is he starting here? Is that why this is so low? But I'm opposite of this one. I like the over to 39.5. I think the Jets are going to put up some points. I think Patriots are going to put up some points. They were utterly embarrassed on Monday night, and I can't see Belichick letting that go. I mean, I don't think this game's going to be like a 13-3 stink fest. I think this is going to be a little more of a back and forther here. You got one coach, maybe coaching for his job. Players got to impress the next guy coming in and ownership. I don't know. I think we're going to see a little high-scoring game here from both teams. So I'm going to go over 39.5. Sorry, Chip. I mean, this is crazy. We're 2 out of 3. It's going another way. Last week we were money all together. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, all right. This guy's talking already. Here we go.
One yet?
All
no,
right.
they haven't played the game yet, have they? I mean, you don't have to apologize to me.
No. I'm not. Yeah. No, but I mean, we were together last time. We won 5-0 on our plays. Now it's like,
here we go. These Jersey boys moving to Texas. They got thin skin. I got to get on them.
Oh my gosh!
All right, now that's it. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Now it's getting personal. All right. Oh my gosh. It was so funny. People at home, when I told Chip that Sean beat him, Chip said he's looking for Sean. All right. This is heated. I don't know how heated you guys know this is, but it's a heated thing.
I just said I wanted to find him in an alley. That's all. Dark alley.
Some people might say I'm a dark alley, but I digress.
He's an alley.
So up next, we've got the Ravens at the Bengals. The number here is 44. Higgs, you're up. Lay it on us.
Yeah, we got Baltimore Cincy. I'm going over to 44. I mean, the Ravens, left for dead. These guys have been rolling with like 37 points per game, just putting them up. And Cincy's, listen, they lost their quarterback. Everybody's like, oh no, here we go. And they're scoring points. They're winning games. Again, proving something with a head coach who could be on his way out. People said that, was it Zach Taylor down there? I don't even know. Whoever the Bengals coach is, they were kind of down on him. But I'm going to go over here because Ravens, listen, now Harbaugh plays. That guy doesn't quit. They're playing. They're playing. If RG3 comes in, he's been running that offense since he was in college, so he knows what he's doing. They'll put points up. So I'm going to go over to 44. Again, I think this is going to be like 38-24 won't shock me in this one. I mean, 44 looks very low to me here, the way the Ravens have been playing and the way Bengals have been putting up points.
All right, what do you say, Chip?
Well, we're opposite side again, Sean. Baltimore's got the 31st ranked offense, passing-wise, and Cincinnati's number 28, only getting 328 yards a game. I don't know if Cincinnati's going to have the impetus to really put out here because they got their big victory. And Baltimore, of course, we know needs the game, but I don't see him running it up. I really don't. I think it may go under. But then again, what do I know about hockey?
You're crazy. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so you're under. You guys have fans in the chat. Elliot V says Sean is the king. Kelvin Johnson. He's on TikTok here, all right? Guys in the chat, let us know what you think about the picks, too. Do you think they're going over? Do you think they're going under? We want to know. The next one up is the Dolphins at the Bills. It's 42.5. Take it away, Chipper.
All right. Now, we know Miami's been based on defense the whole year, but what we don't quite realize is they're not one of the top-ranked defenses. They're the 20th ranked defense. number 2 passing game belongs to Buffalo, and Buffalo has incentive to win this game because they still can end up at the number 2 seed on their own. And I'm looking for this game to go over the total. I think Buffalo's going to come to play. Miami's gone over the last 5 times they played on turf. And it's just the way I kind of read this game.
All right. Elliot agrees. He thinks it's going over. What do you say, Higgs?
Under the total in Buffalo. Under the total.
We're going to have fun this weekend. You better tabulate.
Yeah, you know what?
You better tabulate this correctly.
No Fitzmagic. I mean, Tua on the road, Buffalo. I mean, my brother just drove down on Wednesday. He's up in the hinterlands up there in the boondocks of New York. He had a foot of snow just comes in. So I'm looking for weather, wind, coldness. That is not rookie quarterback territory. You're going to have a couple fans there because, hey, I'm the governor and you can't go to your house for Christmas, but I'll let 10,000 fans go to a game in Buffalo because I want to go watch a playoff game. Unbelievable. I'm taking Buffalo here to go under the total, 42.5. Under. Not even close. This game's going to be like 17-3 or something, I say. Half. I'd go under 24. How about that? How about that one, Chip? That's the tiebreaker right there. I'm going to go under the 24 points. Well,
I got to play the game. I know that much.
Yep. Yeah. Well, nowadays they don't actually. I think I counted yesterday or today there were 28 cancellations in college basketball.
Yeah.
Luckily, I hadn't handicapped any of those games. All right. Up next, we've got the Cowboys at the Giants, 44.5. I think, Higgs, it's your turn, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to go under the 44.5. I bet the Giants 8-1-1 to the under the last 10. I wish I wasn't picking up on that one the last game of the year. I mean, and that's a good combination because the defense is all right and the offense is terrible. I mean, I don't know who's quarterbacking. There's fumble machine in there. Daniel Jones, maybe he's in there. Maybe it's Colt. Who knows? Dallas's offense has been good. Red Rocket there, Andy Dalton. Going to my Katy, Texas. That's where I'm heading. He's looking pretty good in that offense. And it should because that offense is a pretty good offense. They got some pretty talented guys. We've seen it. But 44.5, it's still the Cowboys. I don't care who the coach is. They choke. They do bad things. So I'm going to go under the 44.5.
Repo Man is with you here. He says it's going under, but Elliot says he likes it over. What does Chip say?
Boy. Sean. I can't believe it. The Giants are 3-12 to be under on the season. Why not take them, right? Dallas is 9-6.
Yeah.
But, Dallas is averaging 25 points a game. The Giants are 31st in offense. They don't even average 300 yards a game. 31st in points, only averaging 17 points. But Dallas is 19-7 to the over. I think Dallas has finally caught a little fire with their offense. Dalton seems to have settled in after a rough start for the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to put some points up here, and I think the Giants know they have to score. I'm looking for this game to go over, Sean.
Over, he says. Charlie Quails agrees with you, Cowboys over. And Devin Hunt says the Giants versus Cowboy under is his play of the week. Giants seldom score. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Repo Man, Cowboys.
These guys.
Repo Man, Cowboys 24, Giants 17. So we've got some mixed reactions here in the chat about this one. We're going to move on to the Vikings. Friends at home, Picks and Parlay View Crew. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and check out our promo code. It's 2021, 2021. It'll save you 20% at checkout. You can find Chip Chirimbes and Sean Higgs premium plays over at picksandparlays.net. All right, so Vikings at Lions. It is 54. Chipper, take it away.
Well, Sean, I really don't even care what you think about this game because this game's going over the total. I got Minnesota 10-5 to the over on the year. Detroit 9-6 to the over. Detroit doesn't tackle anybody. We're quite aware of that. They're 11-3 to the over at home. I'm talking about Detroit, and 7-0 their last 7. I gotta take this game over the total. Minnesota is they score enough points. Detroit, I'm worrying about them scoring points, but like I said, Minnesota may cover this by themselves. I'm playing this game over, Sean.
I'm playing this game under.
I'm going to be 0-11. I'm going to be 0-12.
I just don't. I mean, listen, Minnie at 44, maybe I'd say Minnie could hit this by themselves because they scored, I think, 26 or more in all their losses. I mean, it's like the first time that happened, putting up 26 plus points and just losing games every which way but lose. But Detroit, I don't know if Stats Padford will be in their quarterback and padding his stats. I don't think so. This whole team's a disarray. Listen, both defenses are bad. They give up a ton of points. But Minnesota's I just don't see motivation on either squad. I think it's just going to be run the ball, get out of here, let's go home, start over. I'm looking under 54. I can't see 54. I mean, no way.
All right. Elliot switched. He jumped ship. Now he says Chip is the king, but only because they agreed on 2 great games. Chris says Cook is out. So throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's right. You know, that should help the under, shouldn't it? Or do they pass more?
No, I guess it'll help your over because he's just going to chuck the ball all over the place.
Yeah, that's
I guess, right? 560 yards passing this game.
That'll work. Right. That'll work.
All right, so we got the Jags at the Colts. It's 49.5. What do you got, Sean?
I got the over 49.5 here because, listen, Colts still fighting for their lives. And Jaguars have been putting up points. I just think, listen, it's going to be a high 20s, getting to the 30s type game. The Colts, again, we've talked about the Colts before. The beginning of the year, it was like, oh, this defense is really good. And then they play teams that actually score, teams that are playing better. And then they're in shootouts and putting a bunch of points up. So I think we're seeing points here. 50 points, easy. I'd have this one closer to 60. I think somebody's getting into the 30s by, this 49.5. This could be, 42 at halftime.
Well,
over. Let's go. Simple.
Yeah. All right, Chip. Those are strong words.
Well,
what do you got?
I know this series is going under 7 out of 9 times at Indianapolis. I've been hearing all year long about the Colt defense. And Sean, I'm still waiting for it to show up in a big game. I mean, they just don't deliver there. I mean, they're over. I mean, in the last 5 meetings, they've gone over 4 times. I think this game could be a high-scoring game as well, but I'm going to play it under strictly because you have the over.
We were so close, guys. We were so close.
I can't see. I mean, who's ever quarterbacking for the Jags is going to want to put up points because he knows he's on the way out. He's auditioning for a job somewhere. I mean, over. Come on, Chip. Stick. Come on.
No, we got to go. We got to clash. I don't care who you have. I got the other side.
Oh my gosh! Well, that does not give our viewers
that's
their
not
best
true,
pick.
though. That's not true. I'm honestly coming with what I think here. So.
No, I know you are. Chip cares about his record immensely. People,
I'm on the way to a 15-1. A 15-1 week of it for opposite every game.
All right, who is next? We have the Titans at the Texans. This is Kurt Alexander's team and my team playing each other. So we've been talking smack all week about this one. The number is 46. Chip, you're going first.
All right, and I'll tell you that I do hate fading Sean. I hate being on the opposite side or against him. So this is going to be a lot of fun when we tabulate this stuff when the weekend's over. Tennessee's played to the over 11-3-1 this season. They're 29th in they allow 411 yards a game, which is defensively is 29th. Their offense is ranked 5th. Houston doesn't stop anybody. They got the 30th ranked defense. I see this game going over the total, and they've gone over 21 and the 6 in their last 27 game have the Titans. So I'm playing over.
Repo Man agrees. Elliot says under. What do you say, Sean?
I'm on the over. The over. I mean, let's go. Houston's played these guys tough. They played the Colts tough. As bad as their season's been, they are still playing, putting up points. Granted, all right, they laid that egg out in Chicago, but no way they're making it easy here for Tennessee to get in the playoffs and to win the AFC South. And Tennessee could score. Their defense is suspect. Embarrassed. We saw them, Green Bay, embarrass them. So, they got a little pride here against Houston. And let's go. They got to win the South playoffs. Put the points up. They're not slowing down. Get it done here. This isn't going to be like, hi, we're up. We're going to take it easy. No. Nothing's guaranteed. 56. Man, this game could be like 80 the way these guys play sometimes. So, yep, I'm with you. Over.
All right. We've got 2 agreements the whole entire show. It's a beautiful thing. I will recap at the end what everybody said. Until then, we're going to move on to the Saints at the Panthers. There was something I wanted to ask y'all. Okay, because the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, and now they're the Tennessee Titans, and blah, blah, blah. How much of is that still a rivalry thing, or is that a thing, or is it not a thing?
I don't think so.
Come on. This is I don't think so. This is like a throwaway country now. It's like people forget things. You're a 15-second fan on TikTok. So I don't even think kids who are watching the Titans even know what the hell the Houston Oilers are. And the same with the Texans. They're happy they got a new team, so they'll be Houston Texan fans. I mean, you might have some people my age in their 40s, like us older people, be like, oh, I remember Warren Moon and back in the day with their wide receivers. But no, definitely not a rivalry there. No, not
a thing. Okay. It's just me and Kurt that have this rivalry. It's not a real thing.
I'm going to be cheering for the Cowboys when I'm outside Houston, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, no one's going to like you. If you cheer for the Cowboys and you live in Houston, you're not going to have any friends. I cheer for Duke and I live in Las Vegas. Nobody
likes him now.
Yeah, who likes Duke?
No, he's talking about you. No one likes you now.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have Saints at the Panthers. The number here is 47. Who went last? I think Chip goes first.
I think Sean goes, tell you the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Sean, hit it.
Let's go. All right. I'm going to go under the 47.5 here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. So, listen, there's a lot of things. And I'll tell you what, guys, here. I got a premium play on this. If you look at the page, I got a play up here. I like Carolina in this game. They're getting points. Won't shock me if they win. But I'm going to go under based on you got Green Bay, New Orleans, Seattle all playing for the 1 seed here. A lot of things could happen. And if I'm going to bet on anybody getting out to a lead and other teams are like, what are we doing here? It's going to be on Aaron Rodgers, who should be the MVP this year. So I'm thinking maybe we'll see a game of Saints guys, and then it's going to be like, all right, let's reel it in a little bit. They're going to have a kind of a blasé game plan. You don't want to show too much. You're playing next week. You got to keep a couple tricks in the bag. So I'm going to go under here. I think Panthers solid, good rookie head coach. They got a solid quarterback, improving on the year. So I think they're going to keep it close. Defensively, again, Saints defense have been pretty good, but we got a dome team outside. I don't know what the weather's like in Carolina. There could be rain. There could be wind. I don't know. That's kind of stuff you got to look at day of stuff. But give me the under here, 47.5.
All right. What do you say, Chip?
I agree with them because, the Saints, we think of them as with Drew Brees and an offensive team. They're number 3 in the NFL in total defense. They had a run of 4 or 5 games where I think the highest total they gave up was 13 points, and that was the only double-digit game they had in those 5. They're 5-1 to the under after a win, which they just come off of, and I think this game is destined to stay under as well. I think like Sean said, I don't think New Orleans is going to show too much. I expect them to be very vanilla, and I'll play this game under the total as well.
2 in a row. You guys just agreed. You might be best friends now. I don't know. Okay. Up next, we've got the Raiders at the Broncos. The number is 51. Chip, lay it on us.
Well, I got a question here. I mean, how do you play under when the Raiders are 11-3 to the over? The Raiders just don't stop anybody. They have no defense whatsoever, and yet Denver at home is 15-7 to the under. I have here that they're 10-1 in their last 11 to the under, and I have to say I think this game goes over the total. I'm going to tell you Raiders and Broncos to go over because the Raiders, I mean, their defense is really, really atrocious. If they can find a way to trip over a yard marker, they will and allow it. I just don't like them out there, so I'm going to play over the total.
Oh, that's funny. What do you got, Higgs?
I'm getting in the bus with them. Here we go. I'm getting in that old age home bus for the elderly.
Hey! As long as it's not the canoe.
Listen, the Raiders' defense is atrocious. And Denver, who the heck knows we're getting at Denver? But they have head coaching security. They said Fangio is back, and they're talking about Gruden on the hot seat. I mean, I think when you get 2 crapums together like this, let's go over. I think it's going to be, let's go. Put it up. We got nothing to lose here. Let's have some fun last game of the year. And you got to, listen, hats off to Denver because as bad as Locke's played, I mean, the guy's he's a lock to throw an interception every game, that his just the turnovers he has. But they've won, 5 or 6 games? I mean, it's not a terrible year for them considering, a COVID year. They lost some guys. So, they play with a little pride. Let's go over. I'm with you, 51.
Well, the whole chat is against you guys. Elliot says under. Repo Man says under. Oh, I thought there was another game under. Elliot says Broncos game under. Points will be at a premium. I'm with you guys on this. I think it goes over. Okay, so boop. What do we got next? It's the Packers at the Bears. A lot of back and forth on this one throughout the week. Number is 50.5. Higgs, what do you got?
We're going over to 50.5. And why not? As I mentioned, listen, Brett Favre just pad those MVP stats. I think Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers pad those MVP stats here against Chicago. A team they just own these guys. They own Chicago, and I know, right? I could have said like Magic Man, Dama Majerski. Remember that guy? Before the little brief interval before the Favre game. He wasn't too bad. I think he went like 10-6, 11-5 with them. But I mean, how about Trubisky finally get some new play calling, and the guy looks reborn? 30 points or more. What, the last 4 games for Chicago? Yeah. Give me the over here, because that Green Bay defense is definitely a bend don't break. We saw them at home against the Jaguars just give up a bunch of points. I think the Bears are going to score points because they're just playing a lot better right now, And listen, I got Favre. I keep saying Favre. Now you're in my head. You messing me up psychologically now. Why am I saying that? That's got to be some kind of whatever. Give me Aaron here, my MVP.
You might need
my MVP to go over.
Regressing.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? Because the game before I was just talking about Aaron Rodgers. Unbelievable. Holy cow.
Funny. Did you just see like a Wrangler commercial or something? Maybe that did it.
I
don't know.
Yeah, Tommy Copper, whatever. Copperfit.
Did you watch Something About Mary?
Yeah, Something About Mary.
Oh, he's so good in that.
I love the Matt Dillon's teeth in that when he had those choppers.
I was so mad because I did a whole video last week and my hair was just like this. And I was like, I had Something About Mary hair the whole time. Nobody told me. Some people didn't get it. It's hysterical. All right.
They can't even do that movie. That's like I was watching my son. I'm like, they can't even make this movie now. He calls him like whatever. He's got the kids in the cage. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Thank goodness I was alive during a good time when you could offend people and just laugh about it. No one really cared.
I watched the old Bad News Bears where he's drinking with kids and pushing them around. I was like, God, we'll never be able to make Bad News Bears the Walter Matthau version ever nowadays.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Okay, Chip, sorry. What
I
do
love Kelly.
Packers Bears 50.5 go?
Well, considering the Bears are 14-4 to the under at home, they're 12-3 to the under after a win. I like this game to go over, and I like it to go over for the same reason Sean does. All of a sudden, this rejuvenated Bear team is not worried about playing defense. They are aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, and they're putting up points. And Green Bay still has incentive here because they haven't locked up that number 1 seed as of yet. They can use a win here, and of course, the Bears need to win to get into the playoffs. So I think this could be an exciting match, and I think the number is high. When I look at Green Bay and Chicago, my first impression, 50.5. I said, the bookmaker's like trying to entice me to stay under the total here. I think I'm going to play it over. I know I'm going to play it over Chicago and Green Bay.
All right. Up next, we have got, that's 4 in a row you guys agree on. I'm very proud of you. We've got a meeting of the minds here. It took a while to gel, but we've gelled. All right. We're like a Jello right now. Not the kind with fruit in it because nobody likes that kind. Okay. Up next, we have the Chargers at the Chiefs. It's 44. Get it, Chip.
Well, you'd think the Chiefs with Mahomes would be an over team. They're 7-8 against the total. Mahomes is not going to be there. We're well aware of that. The Chargers, their offense has been, buoyed this year by the rookie coming in, but their coaching is abominable. The Chargers are 18-8 to the under as favorites. Now they're in Denver as a favorite in Kansas City because it looks like the Chiefs aren't going to be playing anybody. I like this game to go under the total. Kansas City has 34-16 to the under at home against teams with losing records. So it looks like when they got an advantage over a team, Kansas City doesn't really put all out. We've seen that the last 7 games, they haven't covered a point spread. They do just enough to get by. Maybe offensively, they're thinking the same way here. I think the game stays under the total.
Do you agree, Mr. Higgs?
I like everything he said right there, except I'm going over because this is still Anthony Lynn's Chargers. He's going to find a way to muff it up. Let's
He
be
will.
honest. He's going to
He
screw it up.
will.
I mean, Chad Henne's got the 4 touchdown passes. I mean, they're going to a pick for 7 for 85 yards the other way. I'm going over. This is like a no-brainer for me because anytime you think the Chargers, and the last couple of years, these guys have actually hemorrhaged me. I mean, thinking with the talent they have. I mean, they're a good team. They're like the Dallas Cowboys of California. I mean, they're just a good offensive team. You got some good defensive guys there, and you just have a coach that just like he's like a 13-year-old kid. Like, wait a second, no, I gotta rebuild. Don't let me hit the reset. Like, what are you doing? No, over to 44. 44. It should be 64. I think. I mean, come on, Anthony Lynn and his team. It's gonna anything you think's gonna happen. This game will not happen. Just go opposite. Take the over.
Just wash everything that you know out of your head because it's not going to work out. All right, so we've got the Seahawks at the 49ers. Higgs, I remember you calling them the San Francisco 49ers. I like that. So they're playing in Arizona. The total here is 46. What do you say, Sean? What do you say?
I'm saying I'm taking the under here. And listen, we talked about teams like Green Bay coming out scoring. They need to win. They're going to be in it nonstop. Seattle, the Saints. Here's Seattle, another one. But I don't know, man. San Francisco, last couple of weeks, I thought they're going to mail it in. I thought they're mailing in against Arizona. And no, they come out fighting. So I don't think they've given up on the season. They got guys coming back, still playing, still fighting. The Seattle defense, 9 points a game the last couple of weeks giving up? I mean, their defense has, let's be honest, like mid-October, you're talking about, Russell Wilson, MVP. You look at his 4 touchdowns a game every game, and now he's throwing 1 touchdown a game, and the defense is holding people to 10 points. So I'm going under here. Good division battle. San Fran, coach, he's going to come out want something to prove here. Hurt Seattle. So I'm going to go under 40. 46, a lot of points here. I don't see it happening.
All right. What do you say, Chipper?
I think Sean has a valid point that Seattle started off the season and all they did was score points and they gave up a bushel of points to the point of where they're last in passer yardage right now defensively. But the last 7 games have gone under the total. I agree with Sean. San Francisco's gone under 6 of the last 8 when they're underdogs. I think this game stays under the total. And, I've been surprised at Seattle's defensive turnaround, and I think that's the key here.
All right. That's another agreement. We've got 2 to go. Friends at home, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, drop your comments into the comment box, and let us know what you think about the Cardinals at the Rams. Now, this one, I know Kyler Murray was going to be out, and Goff is out, and now that Cooper Kupp guy is out, and who's going to play, and how well are they going to do it? 40.5 is the total. What is it, Chip? What do we do?
Well, with all that firepower on the sidelines, I think I'm going to have to play it under. And, Arizona's 5-10 to the under this year, and the Rams are 4-11. So how do you possibly go over? I mean, logically, it has to stay under. The Rams are 13-3 at home to the under. I'm going to play it under. Most likely there's going to be 85 points scored in this game. I think 40.5 is a low number for an NFL game at the
Elliot's with you. What do you think?
I will be on the over the 40 here. Murray's going to play. All right, he's a little banged up, but Rams have to win. I don't know even the name of their quarterback. I don't even know. I think he played at Wake or something. If I'm correct, what's he like? I don't even know his name. Whatever his name is. But listen, Arizona. I think they're putting up some points here. Murray's going to throw the ball. Hopkins, let's be honest. He's right around there for the yards, for the yardage. He's going to want some yards. Sometimes, personal stats come into thing. I don't know what these guys' contracts are like. There could be bonuses. So I'm expecting a Arizona offensive explosion. I think the Rams will probably put together something. I mean, McVay's a great coach. So I don't care who's behind center. He'll have something worked out for him offensively to get some points on the board. But, 40.5. I'm going to go over this one. I just feels a little too low. I think, some teams like Arizona, let's go out with a bang. I don't think if they're mailing it in, no. Murray wouldn't play. For him to come out even banged up saying I'm playing, they're going to want to win the game. And, to do that, you need to score.
He's still up against the number 1 defense, Sean.
Yeah, but if it gets out of the game early, they got a backup quarterback. He turns the ball over a couple fumbles or something, and all of a sudden it's that's it. I don't think these guys are going to be like highly motivated there.
Is this one of those situations like where nobody has the book on this kid? Like the book. So like maybe he could have a really good game because no one's ever seen him play. And is that maybe one of these situations or not?
Maybe there's a reason no one's seen him play.
That's also a good call. Yeah. I'm going to write that down. Yeah.
Oh, chip from right field. Yeah, I love that haymaker right there. You're right. Who knows? I mean, listen, if he was that good, he'd be starting somewhere, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I got a little faith in McVay to put something together offensively. I think he's, you got, in Arizona's got, a week to worry about this guy with no film. I mean, I'm not high on that defense. Or you got hoping Cliffy over there to have the defense come in and be ready for a guy who's going to come out and run trick plays because they got to pull out all stops to make the playoffs. Yeah. Seriously, they need to pull out everything in a kitchen sink out of their hat with bunnies running around the field. So that's why I think, gets a little look at this guy. Grab a smoke, watching a game, Green Bay in the under. That's why I like the over here.
That's how he rolls. Okay, so last one. Washington at the Eagles, 43.5. I don't know who went first or who went last. All right, so Chip, you hit it. Go for it.
I'll go.
Sean, sorry. I thought.
Sean, you listen to me closely now because this is important. Washington's got the number 30 offense. They're 5-10 to the total, to the under on the year. So I got Washington here. They're 8-0 on grass playing to the under. And how about this? Philadelphia at home against teams with a winning record, 13-3 to the under. If you tell me over, I'm going to have to go and change my bet.
Repo Man says under. Alex says under. I feel like Sean's going to say over. I feel it. What's going to happen, Sean?
I'm on the under. I actually got this over at 45 when it first came out. Yeah. And this was before Alex Smith was going to come into play. I figured, listen, okay, Hurts has looked pretty good, but you show the adjustment in the second half from a Cowboy defense, which is not that, wasn't that good, but they kind of shut down the rookie, and I expect more here. The Washington defense is the best in the conference or the division, I should say. And, they got a little something to play for here. Win, and you're the NFC champ. So the defense carries this team. Alex Smith is going to do what he does and, dink and dunk and game manager's way to another win. The guy's, he's a winner, Alex Smith. Let's be honest. So, but 43.5, I'm not buying it. No way. Under with you there. Rookie quarterback, good defense, a good coach, Rivera. I like him over there. So I'm with you. We're getting in the butts for the final game here. So not bad. We got 6 games on the same side here, 6, 7 games. 1, 2.
I'm typing them in right now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. We're going to go over them in 3.2 seconds. Wait, Washington was an under. Okay, so that was exciting. You guys delivered an exciting, an entertaining and exciting show, as I thought you would. So we are going to go over their consensus plays for y'all. Sorry, I just had to get them all in there. So the boys agree. Steelers are going to go under the 42 points. The Titans are going to go over the 56 points. Saints are under 47.5. Raiders are over the 51. We've got the Packers going over 50.5. And we've got the Seahawks under 46. And finally, Washington under 43.5. So those are your consensus plays from Chip and Sean. Don't forget to cruise over to picksandparlays.net to check out their premium plays. And when you're there, use the promo code 2021 and it'll save you 20% at checkout. All right, guys, it was a good one. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to all the Picks and Parlays View crew. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and we will let you know who is the winner shortly in this comment box. Well, not shortly, like Sunday, because they got to do it. Elliot says on that last
see you tomorrow night.
One, Elliot says, finally, we all agree I'm hammering this under on Washington now. All right, guys. Happy
Absolutely.
New Year. We'll see you all next week when we do this whole thing again. Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.